So after about an hour or so, we just got here. No, but for over here, what's the place called? I don't know what the place called, but it's really pretty. And let's see what's up with this hiking spot. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's good vibes and prosperity talking to y'all.
Alright, what's good, gang? We came out to Tennessee today. Laurel Falls, Laurel-Snow State Park. When you get here, the pin drop, you're gonna have to drive on gravel road, so keep that in mind. So when you decide what car you're gonna bring out, because the good old Honda, I've already broke the suspension once. It wasn't too bad, so you can bring a regular car out here, but I mean, any off-road vehicle would be better. Looking at it, you're gonna park like right next to the creek. As soon as you get next to the little river thing, that's gonna be all your parking, which you can see. There's usually a lot of cars. This is supposedly a family-friendly place to come, so the trails are pretty wide. Looking on the map, it says we're like 2.5 miles away, and then maybe another 2.5, so it's maybe a round trip 10 miles, 5 in, 5 out. We'll see. But already getting here, it's already scenic. I brought out the fam. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce everybody. This one, all she's gonna do throughout the video is probably laugh. We call her Rolls. Say hello to the camera, Rolls. That is pretty much what you're gonna get out of her. Here's Mini Rolls. Say what's up to the camera, watch out for her. Big things coming. Probably gonna be the most successful out of the family, so her videos are coming up. So like or comment if you want her to start dropping her videos. She doesn't know what she wants to do yet, but for sure she's gonna be doing something. This one's gonna probably be an eating channel, like eating reviews, so stay tuned for those. And right here's Mama Rolls. Diles hola, ma.
Hola, vengan a conocer, está bien bonito.
Alright, so you heard it from Mama Rolls right there. Come on out here. We already got here and the river looked really good. I didn't get the trail name. I'll probably get that. I'm probably gonna try to beef up the description and make it easier so you guys know what trails to follow. That's something I saw that was lacking and will probably be helpful. So we're gonna go ahead and like I said, follow this trail and see where it goes, and yeah.
And yeah.
So already the first checkpoint will be this little bridge right here to know you're going the right way, which is pretty much, if you look at it, it should be an all the way straight through, just going up, and then I think you make a right. Not too sure yet, but either way, this trail is really good because it's really scenic. From the get-go, it's like you know it's a good place, and I hope that the rain from the past weeks and stuff has lasted to make the waterfall full. Hey Rolls, you enjoying nature? Your phone?
Dude, chill. Dude, I need a picture there.
Alright, so checkpoint number 2 is gonna be a little tunnel cave. What it looks like, I forgot the flashlight like I always do, since pro tips aren't meant for me or aren't meant to be followed by me, but it actually looks like it goes down. I read up something about being careful because there's cougars or mountain lions or something like that, so be careful if you do go in there, I guess. I don't know much about them, so yeah, just be careful, because I read up something about on this trail that's what happened. Someone took a picture or a video or something, and when they got home they found out that like there was eyes staring back at them, so they got real lucky that they didn't get jumped or whatever. But that's gonna be checkpoint 2, just so you have something like that you know you're gonna come out here for. So far it's got a bunch of those mini waterfalls all stretched out along the river. Really scenic, really worth it. This is a swimming hole too, so keep that in mind. So when it gets warm enough, you could probably come out here. And I guess that cave, if I would have brought the flashlight and probably would have came with friends, we would have gone in there, but came with the fam and gonna make sure nothing happens to them, so we're gonna take it slow and easy. But to get more personal with this, Rolls, why do you like hiking and why did you come out?
Because it looks so pretty and it's always nice to go on just a little hike
and you guys
and be adventurous,
and you guys like, comment to tell
new spots.
And you guys like, comment,
and just kidding.
Alright, and you guys like and comment to get her to start her vlogs, because she's been wanting to get into YouTube too, and I've told her to go ahead. So you guys spam the comments and likes and tell her start. Let us know what you want her to do, because if not, it's gonna be food reviews, so stay tuned for those. Right after that waterfall right back there, you have the option of either following the trail that's on the map, which is pretty much right before reaching that waterfall. If you go back where that big rock starts and that like pipe went through or whatever, just right before that, if you look behind you, it's kind of hard to see because it's on the opposite side of the tree. You usually only see it if like you're heading back. So on that tree, it has a trail marker saying main trail, so you can take that one and head up a little and it'll take you around it. If not, you can take the hard way, which that other trail is better if you got family that doesn't want to like go through a rock bed, and well, it's a lot easier. If not, then you can actually, after that waterfall, just climb over it and keep going. And as you can see, like, it's a tougher trail, but it all leads to the same place. So that's what you can do once you get to that point. I'm pretty sure that would be checkpoint 4, that waterfall. I didn't see that one on the map, so that's one that you could possibly miss if you don't decide to take the route. And yeah, like, they'll lead you right here, which you just walk back up, as you can see, and the trail should be like right up here. So depending on what you want to do, either keep going alongside the little river or backtrack a little and go up the trail. Either way, it'll get you to the same thing. All right, I take that back. Don't keep following along it, go back, because this trail is pretty hard to manage. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard because we're so close to the river bend, or the river split better yet, and that's how you know you're close to the waterfall. I wouldn't recommend doing this because even myself, I came out here and I'm having trouble seeing a trail, which maybe if I was alone or with like friends, well, yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend going this way. I mean, if you do, careful though, just know it's your own risk. Something might happen because like, I'm pretty sure there's not a trail over here, and I mean, that's probably why it's not marked, and it looks like it floods through here, so that's probably like why the trail got washed up and you can't tell where you're going. So I would recommend just backtracking just to keep it safe, especially if you come with family or if you're not too comfortable coming out here and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and backtrack, and I'll show you where that sign is and show you where the main trail leads. Another pro tip that I just noticed was, since my family's out here with me, when you're walking through anywhere, always watch where you're stepping, because not everything's a rock, and then watch what you're grabbing. Like if you're going downhill and like grabbing a stick for balance or whatever, because not everything's a stick. So keep that in mind, because another thing that they said, this place is heavily populated by copper snakes.
Dude!
So I guess like during summer, like really be careful out here, because I mean, there's a lot of rocks, there's a lot of places where they can hide. So keep that in mind if you do come out here. But other than that, if you're safe or whatever, I would say if you come out here, keep one of those
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
¿La víbora?
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Sí, sí es. All right, if you can't tell, I'm like really terrified, but right there shows that you do have to be careful. So now we got to figure out a way back because it's blocking our path. So we're gonna go ahead and go and see how it goes. Hey, vengan, caminen.
No, dude, I'm not going.
Pues cómo nos vamos a ir? Ahí está ahí. Ahí nomás nos anda mirando. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Watch where you're going.
Vénganse por aquí, mija, tenemos que pasar.
Ya la pasamos una vez. Hey, hurry, because hey, going back that way is even more dangerous. We should we should have gone to the main trail. It's safer. Because if I scare it, I don't know where it's gonna run. As if you can't tell, I was terrified. I'm shaking. Everybody's shaking. Roll's over here having a panic attack. My mom over here left us because I guess she was the most scared. Left all the kids behind. Another pro tip is if you come out with little kids, always watch where they're going, because you know how they are. They care less and they're running and jumping, not looking where they're going. That right there is a prime example of why you got to be careful. Another pro tip on that, keep in mind, they're more scared of you as we're scared of them. So as long as you don't intimidate it, you will be good. Another thing to keep in mind is coming out here with your boots or whatever. If you do get alongside the creek, just in case they do try to strike or try to bite, the boot's gonna stop them. Not like Chacos, right, Roll?
Correct.
How you feel about bringing Chacos?
Don't bring chocos. It's not safe.
So we're gonna go ahead, backtrack, go up the main trail, because right there, it's safer, and that was a good scare. And this right here, this little trail going upwards, it's that main trail. You can even see it on the map where it kind of goes back and then forward. That's where you need to be going to get to the fall, which if you look on the trees, they got little silver white tags or whatever to make sure you're going the right way. So you got that as reference. So we're gonna go ahead and see where this leads, and hopefully we're close to the fall. Once you follow that main trail to that little creek, you can see how it divides. One keeps going up, the other one went to the side. You're gonna have to cross it, and there's pink little flyers up against the trees that tell you where the trail is. And this trail is pretty bad, a little bit harder to get through. It's not really been cleaned cleaned out as much as the other one, so keep that in mind if you want to go. Should be close enough to it, but just know that having to cross the creek isn't really easy. We had to walk across a tree, so there's not really a bridge right now, so yeah, be careful. But other than that, make sure you follow those pink little things. Sooner or later you'll run back into the little white markers on the trees that tell you you're going the right way. Eventually, if you keep going, you'll hit this big rock boulder, and then right up next to it will be the trail signs that tell you which way to go. And we shouldn't be too far from Laurel Falls, so we're gonna see if we can make it, because we're really cutting it really close. It's already like 6:30 and the sun goes down at 7:51. But other than that, there's also snowfall, so I might actually come back out here just to make sure I get that one. But something else we might do, which we really don't have time for that, is at the end of this trail there's a lookout that says it shows the falls, so there's that. So this other trail, once you get to that marker that tells you about these other trails, it's only 1.8 miles. So if you guys get the chance, do that. I'm not gonna do the outlook just because we're pressed for time and I'm with the family. And as always, I forget the flashlight. Other than that, the trail gets a little bit better maintained once you get to that little four-way that tells you about the falls. Pretty much to the side of the falls. That tree right there under these boulders is as far as we went. We went a little bit more to the right, and it's just like cascades. Like, I guess if it really rained a lot, it would be a lot fuller. And on that side, you could see maybe a little bit more water flowing through some really big rocks. We're gonna go ahead and turn around. We're gonna call it because it got a little bit hard. After that sign right there, next to those boulders, that looks like you can go under it. Maybe that was the way, but we're gonna go ahead and call it there and just backtrack, because I guess the map was a little bit confusing. When I took a picture of the map, there was a glare right at the top to like pretty much the part we needed to see where the trail was, making it kind of hard because it's hard to come out here and see any more markers showing that there's a trail. So that's as far as we got. We're gonna call it there. Since our pictures didn't come out for the trails, we didn't want to keep going, because I mean, I went up a little and we couldn't see it going any further, so we're just gonna call it and go back. So yeah, if anything else happens, you'll see. Another thing we found out right now, along the main trail, there's trails that go off that look like they go up into the woods, and they got like little orange ribbons around trees to tell you where that trail is. It looks like they're pretty new and they're not on the map, so keep that in mind. If you stay on the main one, eventually it gets really close to the creek or to the river, and so it makes it a little bit harder to walk through. I guess they're trying to implement these to make it easier to walk through, because these go up through the woods and it makes it a lot easier. They're a little bit narrow since they're new, but if you don't want to walk close to the creek, go ahead and you can take the ones in through the woods. They're just pretty new, so you just got to be careful and make sure you see the orange ribbons, because if not, because some of the ribbons were starting to get torn off, so keep that in mind if you do want to go through the woods. I mean, it's pretty easy to keep up with the trail, but just make sure you're paying attention where you go and you don't get lost out here. It kind of seems like the trails through the wood with the orange ribbon things on them, they kind of feel like a little shortcut for what it seems like, since the main trail keeps along the river and it like goes through the bends and stuff. The other one kind of just went around it. That's what it seems like. But before I forget to tell you guys, I read up that on the map it says there's a bridge right where the river splits towards the falls, so you can't really get to the falls without having to cross around that tipped over tree or whatever. So just know that you're not gonna run into a bridge. You'll run into like mini bridges, but that bridge on the map that's over there at the river split, it's not there right now. Just because you don't see it, once you get to that river split, you're at the right place. You're like right next to the falls. Yeah, because when we got there, it was pretty hard to like know if we were even towards the falls. I thought we had a lot longer to go, but once you get to that river split, you're pretty much there. You just cross it and go to the right up like not even 5 minutes, and it'll be, yeah, you can't miss it if you follow the white markers on the trees.
Hi, my name is Maria, and this is my first video on YouTube. Today I went hiking, so I'm going to vlog when we're going down the hill and what we're doing next. So let's go. I'm going to introduce y'all to everybody. This is my sister. We call her Rose. Say hi to my vlog.
Hey, Maria's vlogs.
And then my mama is trying to leave us all the way over there.
Yeah, we're okay.
This is my brother, Joaquin.
Hey, what's up, guys? Subscribe to her channel. She's got big things coming. Just keep watching on her.
And he has his own YouTube channel that helps you. If you want to go hiking, it can help you, and go watch his videos and subscribe and giving up a lot of likes. Let's go introduce you to my mom if we can catch up because, yeah, we can't catch up with her. She keeps walking away to save her life. And she's been ahead of us because when we were still going up, we saw a snake. My sister saw a snake, and it was really little. I thought it was like a really big snake, but it wasn't, so I didn't get that scared. And here's the water. Really pretty. I thought it was really fun to have a hiking video.
So that was pretty much Laurel Falls for you. Something to keep in mind is that they do close at 7. I know all the signs like leading to there shows that it says sunset. It's wrong on the trail map. I missed it because I was too excited like getting there, you know. Once I got there, I was like, all right, let's do this or whatever, because we already like pushing time because sunset wasn't that far away. But on that sign it said it closed at 7. They're pretty, not gonna say strict, but they're on their game. Older guy was out there waiting for me, so make sure you look on the thing to make sure what time they close. He said that it's everywhere at 7, so maybe it's right now since it gets dark early, but maybe not, so keep that in mind, because he was out there and we had to make him wait. We were like 30 minutes late. Make sure not to be out there, because also he kept telling us a bunch of scary stories. Apparently everywhere else that I've read, it says it's family friendly, but apparently that place is crazy. That little cave thing built, there's a cougar that's been in there. There's been bear sightings back there, a lot of snakes. We saw one, so for sure there's out there. We got lucky because he said someone saw a 6-foot copperhead or something, and then there's a bunch of venomous snakes. And something that I didn't know is you can't kill snakes in Tennessee. Any snake, venomous or not venomous, because that's a fine. I think copperheads are close to extinction, so they're even more. If you do kill them, you gotta be careful being out there because you don't want to kill it because you're gonna get fined, and also because it's wrong, because like who are we to decide what animal to kill, you know? We're all here, we all deserve to live or whatever. Besides that, to recap the whole thing, from what we saw, there was 2 main waterfalls. Laurel one, which was at the end, and then the other mini one, the one that looked like Rainbow Falls, that one before you get to it. And other than that, there's like a bunch of other mini ones, because that whole, like how I said, that whole thing is scenic. It wasn't actually that long. I actually read it wrong. Each little marker said how far away it was from the place, not how far it was from that point to the next. So to keep that in mind, because the whole thing was actually only 2.5 miles, which you can actually get it over quick, maybe like an hour, 30 minutes, hour 30 at the max. We took a while how I record and stuff, so that's why we took forever. The other thing too was how I said, yeah, try to get out of there on time, because the guy was pretty cool about it, but I mean still, like I felt bad for making him wait. It seems like it's private property or that he owns it, because he was out there locking the gates. So make sure you're out of there, because I mean it is dangerous out there because of all the stories he told me. He also said it was haunted, so keep that in mind. And he said that there's been Bigfoot sightings out there. I don't know if he was pulling my leg. He seemed pretty serious about it, because he told me about that he's had rocks thrown at him. They've seen the footprint. People have been out there and like they've thrown rocks at him, and that people have gone into that tunnel or whatever. In there they would hear voices, and that one guy got lucky enough to like something was chasing him, and he felt the wind on his back, like if someone like went for him, and like barely missed him. This is definitely a trail where you want to go prepared with like gear. I messed up on this one, and it kind of put me back into like the perspective, like I really do gotta go out here prepared and stuff, because you never know, you know, like stuff does happen. For this one, I would say like carry your knife, your flint, and first aid. Definitely the venom sucker thing or whatever. So that was the reason I had to do the outro over here, because once I saw it, I tried to hurry out, because I, like how you said, like I didn't know if they were gonna close the gate. Like we actually saw the gate close and we were like, oh man, we're gonna like be stuck in here. But luckily he was waiting outside. He looked like a good guy. Be respectful to the guy. But other than that, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment what you thought about it. If you've had any crazy experiences out there, if you've been the camper that was out there, got thrown rocks at, or almost like grabbed, scratched, or heard any of the haunted noises. Other than that, if you do go, be careful, because it says family friendly, but apparently according to the owner, it's pretty crazy out there. Tell me what you guys thought. Definitely leave more hikes and I'll check them out, and I'll see you guys next week.